How you doing, everybody? Novabug here. Excuse the voice. It's a little croaky. It's been a long weekend, or should I say a long weekend. Yes. Guess what it was again? It was Play Expo Blackpool 2024. My 10th Play Expo Blackpool, which I was reminded of. Thank you very much, Badger, for that gift, which I haven't got here. That balloon is downstairs, as is the card, which is very lovely, signed by everybody. It was in the Norbrick bar at the time. The Norbrick Castle, we love it, don't we? Actually, to be honest, all credit to the hotel, weren't too bad this year at all. my room was fine. Our room was fine. This year I went with my daughter, Minibug1, Angelexibug, on YouTube, and she enjoyed it. She enjoyed it a lot, and she met everybody. It was great to see. Novabug, a stupid old dad, yes. So we went up there on the Thursday this time, and that was a day early for me. So went to Blackpool Arcade Club, the first time I've gone to Blackpool Arcade Club. That was absolutely brilliant, fantastic, a lovely meal. Really good value as well, that. Really good value. My daughter loved that, the Japanese rhythm games, spinny, drummy things. That kind of thing. And some really nice cabs there, all excellently refurbished. So credit to you, Arcade Club, for a top-notch venue there in Blackpool. And then primarily responsible for this voice was the next day, which was spent all day in the Pleasure Beach, the roller coasters, and we went on all of them because the weather was glorious. It wasn't too busy that day. We got in at opening time. We even had time to spare at the end, and we left a little early just to get back to the Norbrick, to get back to the party, as it were. But it was a lovely day, fantastic. My daughter was thrilled. She loved it. Got drenched on Valhalla. Icon is an amazing roller coaster. I recommend it. I really do. But that aside, let's get to the main thing. Make Amstrad great again. Well, I think we are making Amstrad great again indeed, because the panels were fantastic. I didn't catch all of them. I had to leave, unfortunately, on the Sunday, but the panels were fantastic. But the highlight for me was Roland Perry, of course. You have to excuse my voice. Right, I'm not ill or anything, it's just literally roller coasters. That's what's done it. Yeah, the panel, it was the third panel of the Saturday. It was, and Roland Perry is such a gracious man. He really is. Very humble, but you can so easy to approach and talk to. I talked to him a lot. I was still a little, I've got to admit, I was a little bit still intimidated, and I shouldn't have been, because he made us so comfortable. My Amstrad Bro counterpart, Al, was a little less nervous when it came to talking to Roland, which is great for him, and I was really happy to see that. So a couple of times, and he came up to me, and a couple of times he gave me this wonderful. He gave me a gift as well. Roland did. He gave me this gift here, which I'm going to try and grab, which is one of the original adverts for the Amstrad CPC 464, and it's a double-sided reproduction print, which is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to get that framed. That's going to be framed and be put on the set somewhere. We're going to find a nice space for it. I'll maybe replace Chase HQ, probably. So that was lovely. Double-sided. Thank you, Roland, for that. It was a lovely gift. And I gave a couple of them away as well. One to Al, of course, and a few others. And I got loads of bits and pieces as well. A couple of trades. But the event itself, again, really good. Well, they'd reorganised the main area this time. So the stage was at the back, and I had a good chat this time. This year, for the first time in a few years, actually, good chat with the organiser, Andy Brown. And we were discussing the layout, and yeah, much better layout this year. Generated much more space. You know, we didn't have that big sponsor at the end like we have had the last couple of years. The stage was at the end on the main gate and not blocking sort of like the side. It's nice to have the big stage on the side, but it was nice that it wasn't there at the same time with all the lighting rigs and everything. It kind of made the place more open, more free, and there was a lot of people in there on a Saturday. It was really packed on the Saturday, and I think some of the cabs did suffer, unfortunately, on the Saturday, because a lot of them were not too, they were a little bit worse for wear on the Sunday. A few of the cabs, they were They were, should we say, malfunctioning slightly, but that's fine. These are old original machines, a lot of them, so you can accept that. You can really. They need to be maintained very, very diligently, and especially when you've got a lot of people put through of people constantly playing them on free play, of course. A small selection of pinball, of course, and Trader's Hall, which I'm surprised actually, because the Trader's Hall was actually again extremely busy, and more busy than I mean, it's been busy before in the past, but considering there was one major trader that wasn't there this year, they'd filled the gaps really well. So the place was full. There was no area of space anywhere that you could put another stand. There was lots of small vendors as well, which was nice to see. Many different things: artwork, merch, indie gaming, you know, imports. We still need more 8-bit gaming though. Where's 8-bit Attic? You know, we still need more 8-bit gaming there. There's not much representation for that. Loads of stuff for the consoles and the PlayStations and the Xboxes and all that kind of gubbins. But we definitely need more 8-bit representation. And Amiga and ST as well. Not a lot of representation for them. We need more of that. I want to see that next year if we do it again, which obviously I will. But yeah, definitely want to see more 8-bit stuff. I'm thinking about being, you know, registering as a trader myself at this stage, and sort of like getting hold of 8-bit merchandise. I mean, I've got plenty of it here for Amstrad, so there you go. But yeah, it was again really good that day, and I think lots of people really did enjoy it. Both days, of course. The panels were fantastic. Jonathan Dunn and the music that he'd done over the years, of course, for games like RoboCop, you know, JSHQ. Operation Thunderbolt and stuff like that. That was good. Nice sit down and chat. Very relaxed. Mikey Smith did a great job hosting. He really did. Jason Bradbury was there with his C5, Sinclair C5. Shout out to you, Jason, with his little panel that he did himself for his upcoming movie, or should we say Kickstarter movie. So that was fun to watch that. That was good, nice and amusing. Warren Davis of the Qbert, not Cuboid, Qbert, was there. That was the one I missed. Gary Carr, that was a nice one. That was the 2 Point Hospital guy, and of course he did Barbarian back in the day as well. Bullfrog Studios, that was it for him. But the main event was Roland Perry, of course, and yeah, really good. And gentleman, he was a gentleman, and he very kindly signed one of my Amstrads, and of course it had to be Frankie. He signed. Frankie is my modded CPC, you probably know, the one that was rescued from Tutti UK. He gifted me Frankie in a very worse state than this years and years ago, and now Roland's signature is there on the front of Frankie, so there you go. Thank you very much, Roland, for that. Another place Roland's signature is going to be, because he signed my copy, my recreated copy of the Roland game that wasn't, which is Roland Takes a Running Jump. I created this version, a physical version of it, with the help, big help, of CPC Game Reviews Nick Campbell, and so I created the tape based off the designs from Roland on the Run, and Roland very kindly signed the inside as well, and that will be permanently put on my body, he says, because just before the expo I got that done, and it's still healing, as you can see. But it's a CPC logo, of course, tattooed permanently on my forearm. I am a proper hardcore CPC fan, aren't I? Roland's signature is going to go underneath on a return visit to the lovely tattooist Gemma at Aloha Studios in Helston. So that was a good segue, wasn't it? And that was my full collection of Roland games there. Now I've restored. Pop that up there. So yeah, lovely meeting everybody again. So many conversations with many people. Lots of conversations with Retro Bus this year. It was way overdue time to talk a lot and in depth with Retro Bus and his lovely wife Gillian. You know, so many years have gone by when he's been there, and we haven't had a chance to sit down and have a good talk. But this year made amends for all of that, so it's fantastic. And the same goes for Antaeus and Tara. Lots of chats and joking around with Antaeus and Tara as well. Again, you know, fans of the channel watch the live streams, but I haven't really talked to them in depth in the past. But this year, really good chats and good fun with those guys. And again, all the other loads of people I could mention, you know, that really made Alexis welcome as well. Andrea, Kate and Gillian all made Alexis very, very welcome, because, you know, they're the female representation, so, you know, and Kim, of course. Kim Justice, legend as always, and loads of others from many different parts of the community. Not just our lot, not just the Bug Army and the Bugs and the Am Squad, you know, from the Amstrad stuff, but loads of other people. OSG was there, you know, Mr. Commodore, you know, funny man, a good tour, and Retro Heads, of course, were there as well. Yeah, aforementioned Tutor UK was there. Daniel Ibbotson, Slopester Game Room. You know, the man I love the man. He's a good man. He really is, and makes fantastic content. He really does. And we have a quick chat. He was doing a gig at the event, so he had to shoot off. But that was a shame. But there we go. And we all sat down and had a curry on the Saturday night as well, with Roland there, which meant my daughter decided to accidentally, of course, spill the Coca-Cola all over Roland. So it ended up being a Roland on the cola. Okay, or Roller Cola, as Steve put it, of Retro Unlim. There are many people to mention. I can't mention them all because I'll always forget someone, so I am just picking random names out at the moment. Manchovel, absolute animal as usual, love it. And Badger, getting me in trouble, or almost getting me in trouble several times. But a lovely balloon gift for my 10th anniversary of Play Expo Blackpool. So what I did pick up though, all first, was a trade with Simon Green. So I gave him an MSX2 with an MSX game, and in return I've got one of these little things that I've been after for a while. And it's, there we go. Oh, hang on, let's grab that one. An Amstrad FD1 with DDI, of course, an Amstrad FD1 with DDI, so that you can get the 464 playing discs natively. You can indeed. So I'm absolutely thrilled to have one of those in the collection. Been after one for a while. Like I said, Roland's signature on Frankie there. A couple of these from Lucas Rainford of the Tuber Size Core Challenge. Tinned mints in paint pots. Uncle Joe's favourites and Richard Ashcroft's mint balls. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to be tasty when we get round to eating them. Retro Bus gave me a nice little haul as well. A lot of this is going to be very experimental, he said, and it will be, because a lot of these are obviously recorded tapes with scrawlings on them that what's supposed to be on them. So it's going to be interesting experimenting with these tapes and finding exactly what's on them. He gave me a copy of Paperboy back that I gave him last year. But what he did give me, and this was the game that really pointed me out, was the Hit Squad version of Escape from the Planet of Robot Monsters, which I don't have, and I do now. So that was the main hit from that one. Lots of these are little funny ones. Melbourne Draw, G-Lock and Outrun, Tau Ceti, I've copied that again. Yeah, lots of them are going to be interesting just to test and find out what exactly is on them. One of them is Ghosts and Goblins, which is playing on the Novabug right now. It's going to be interesting. So thank you, Retrobus, for that. You're a gentleman. Massive gift haul from Magic Knight. Thank you so much, Magic Knight. It was so massive I even forgot who gave it me temporarily. But there you go. There is some of the Amstrad games that he's given me. Some of these I didn't have. So Silent Service I definitely didn't have. I know that I had loads of copies of Super Nudge, but Silent Service didn't have that. So well happy to have that. What else we got in here? Oh yeah, Weeabix versus the Titshies. Yeah, I didn't have that one. That's a good one. Myth on the Kicks label, didn't have that. So that's good. That's 4 I didn't have. That version, yeah, that version of Tomahawk, the buyback version of Tomahawk, didn't have that. And the same with the GBH version of Turbo Challenge. And another version of Kettle, which is the 3. I never, when I first did this game, Kettle, and I've never had it before, and I've got 3 versions of it, or 3 copies of it, should I say. Also some bits and pieces down here, some spares, again from Simon Green. I've got a replacement board, sister board for Smokey. So that will be fun for me to do when I get some spare time, because a lot of stuff kicked off at work when I was away. But anyway, that's a story for another day. And the mission completed. You probably can't see that in shot, but mission completed. So this is a little thing that Addy Sneaker Freak has done me for the last couple of years. But unfortunately he wasn't there on the big day. He had other plans over in the Liverpool. So he tasked Man Shovel to do it, to find me 5 games. And he did. He found me 5 games. And one of them being Kickstart 2 again. But there you go, Motorbike Madness there. And an interesting early sort of version of Fun School. There. Yeah, interesting. I mean, totally irrelevant. It's not really a game, it's an educational software. But it's just interesting to have all these, you know, knocking around. I think that's about it. I don't think there's anything else, but because, you know, it was the memories more than anything else we took away, should we say. Excellent weekend as always. If you've never been to Play Blackpool, please, next year, if you can, go. It's really good. It's, you know, people just, you know, you'll talk to people. You will end up talking to people. You will. There's loads of people you end up talking to and didn't know. There's a couple of people. Someone stopped me in the foyer and started talking to me. No, Novabug, and we sat down and had a quick chat. And it was like, you know, little moments like that are really nice. Legion, got to know Legion a lot better. I've seen Legion a couple of times on my streams, and especially on Al's stream. But yeah, the man with a furry hat. Yes, he was indeed. Thank you for making my daughter welcome, by the way, this year. Particularly Andrea and the family. Wonderful family that they are. And, well, everyone is just wonderful. Like I said, I can't mention everybody. I wish I could. But yeah, the ones that were there and the ones that were sorely missed, there were several people sorely missed this year. I'm not going to name the names, but you know, 4 of them at least I can sort of say straight away, I wish we're there. I really do. But they weren't, alas, for other reasons, for different reasons for all of them. It's a shame that they weren't there. I wish they were, them particular 4, actually. But they weren't. So there you go. That was Play Expo Blackpool. I'm going to now show a reel of footage, of pictures, and other bits and pieces of the stuff you are missing when you don't go to Play Expo Blackpool. And like I said, this year the Norbrick was alright. I didn't have a problem with the Norbrick this year. Some of the guests in the Norbrick, not the event ones, but some of the regular guests, they're a bit questionable about their actions and their activities, should we say. That's a bit questionable. But apart from that, I haven't got a problem with the Norbrick. The Norbrick was really good and really reasonable, and the breakfast was very nice as well. So there you go. But you don't have to stay at the Norbrick. There's a Premier Inn just around the corner. So it's up to you. Thank you very much for watching. It's been me, Novabug. Have I missed anything? Oh yeah. Simi, you have my lighter. You pocketed my lighter, you feeding git. And you thought I was going to forget you there, but I didn't. I remembered you this time because you nicked me lighter. Right, thank you very much. Remember, make Amstrad great again, and we are building that. Me and Al, we're going to make Amstrad great again. Well, it always was great, let's be honest, wasn't it? Here's the footage. Roll VT. Cheers. Novabug out. This voice is fucked.
Hey, Novabug here. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Please support the channel by liking and commenting, and of course subscribing if you haven't already done. If you would like to support me further, please consider joining my bug army via Patreon, and also don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Getter, BitChute and Twitch. Thank you everyone for supporting me. Novabug.